Hello students. So today I'm going to be explaining a structure program. So in the previous video we have started the structure chapter and you saw the definition of the structure. That is so the concept of the structure is pretty much similar to the array. However, there's a difference that in terms of structure you can have a different members, or in the case of variables of different data types, and they are all referred to by a reference by a single name, that is in this case the employee. So you use the structure keyword, and this employee in this case is the structure tag. So the structure is defined by this structure tag. So as you can see that the structure tag and the members here, these are the members of different data types, the members, and this is the structure variable. So they are all referenced by the structure tag, as you can see. So and you saw that in that video that the until and unless you declare a structure variable, no memory space is allocated for the members of the structure. And you also saw in the video that you cannot directly initialize the members as like this. So you can only initialize or assign the values to the members of the structure using the structure variable, right? That is in this case emp. So you also saw that you can initialization of the members can be done in two ways. So in the first video you saw that here using the structure variable, during the declaration of the structure in the structure definition itself, you could directly initialize the members by assigning the values using the structure variables, that is within this before the semicolon. Now in today's program, we in this structure program we initialize the members within the program using the structure variable, that is inside the main function. That is, this is the structure declaration, but outside of the structure declaration within the main program we are initializing the members of the structure. All right. So here in the header file you can see that one more header file is included, that is string.h. Now we have already seen that particular chapter, string manipulation function. There we use whenever we use any string manipulation function, we always use this header file string.h. As you can see that we have already come across this function string copy, strcpy, right? So which copies, as you can see that this is in this case is the variable name, and this is the arguments, the values. So the values here is copied to the variable, so separated by comma, right? So we have seen that how we use the string copy function. So now inside the main function the structure is declared. Now you will see that the structure can also be declared outside of the main function also. All right, but in this program you see that the inside the main function the structure is declared. So now in the structure tag is employee. So the structure tag is a user defined data type. All right, so the members of this, so you can see that using this structure tag we can make a complete program of this, because all of these employee code, employee name, employee designation, and salary belongs to the employee data type. All right. So here you can see that the members have different data types. Employee code is integer, employee name is character, which is a character array. So we have two character arrays, that is employee name and employee designation. The size is 20 and 15, and we have salary, which is a float type, right? Now after that, after the closing braces, you can see that one structure variable has been declared. So that means this structure variable is representing one employee. If we have two structure variable, that means it represents two employee. Right, so two employees, so we will get two employee information. That means two persons details, that is the employee code, employee name, designation, and salary. So you can see that unlike an array, here you can see that we are using array here also, right? But unlike an array, using the structure, we can make a complete program about an employee information details, right? So now here, after a structure declaration, uh, another variable is declared, that is int I. So I is the variable. Now this is used to display the output line, which is in this case, all right, equal to symbol. So we'll come to that. Now after that, the structure variable initializes the members. So now how do, we have also seen that in the previous video, that using the dot operator, the structure variable is able to access the members of the structure and assign the value to the members, right? So here, like emb code. So the format was like a structure variable name dot structure members, right? So here, you can see that the values 100, Mr. John Smith, manager, and 40,000, these are the data values. All right, so this is already pre-written in the program, so user will not type anything from the uh, keyboard. So once you run this program, since the value is already in the program, all right, user cannot do anything but to run this program, and then the value will be displayed on the monitor screen. So now in the case of that, so this is direct initialization. Now the second method is like user can enter from the keyboard, so that will be entered using the C input stream or using the gets function. All right, in the case of this, in this first example, you see that the 100 is assigned to the emb code through the structure variable by using the dot operator. So emb code equals to 100. So 100 is assigned to this member of the structure using the uh, structure variable, all right, with the dot operator. Now s so string copy within the parenthesis emb name. So here also, to assign the value to the emb name, this value, this string value, Mr. John Smith, right, that is within this double quotes. So this becomes a string when it is enclosed within double quotes. So this string value is assigned to this emb name using this structure variable emb. All right, so the concept of the string copy function is it copies the value separate, so separate by commas. This is s1 and this is s2. It copies this value to this variable and assigns it to this variable. All right, so that is using the structure variable. Now here we are using the string copy function, right? Now we have already seen the gets function. So but we cannot use the gets function here, because in this particular program the values are already pre-written in the program. It's already pre-written. So this program is not about user entering from the keyboard. Now if we use the gets function, in that case we have to enter from the keyboard. Okay, I'll come there at a later in the once we do the get the output. Now again, to enter the designation, again we have to use the string copy function. So the manager is copied to this emb designation, right? Then after that, in the case of salary, since it is a digit value, right, so directly we can assign it, and we do not need to use the single quotation or double quotation, right? Because if we use the single quotation, it becomes a character. If we use the double quotation, it becomes a string value. So here 40,000 is assigned to this salary member, right? Now after that, the next step is to output the value. So now output of the structure variable emb information to the screen, right? So now see out, here is the employees detail. Now this for loop, you can omit it also if you want it, but the use of this for loop is only so that it will display this equal to symbol 32 times. All right, so that's why here I is equal to 1. Okay, I is less than 32. So till this condition holds true, this cout equal to symbol will be displayed horizontally 32 times. So you will have this equal to symbol 32 times. All right, now after that, cout employee code is, so what details are stored in the employee code members, that will be displayed, right? So a very simple program, all right, but you can see that using the structure program, okay, we can relate it with the real world problems. Okay, we can make programs related with the real world. Now once you run this program, you can see that here is the employee information, and you can see that this equal to symbol is repeated 32 times, and then employee code is, so the already pre-written value is displayed on the monitor screen: 100, Mr. John Smith, manager, and 40,000. Right now, like I said, that the use of this equal to symbol, instead of this equal to, also you can use asterisk also, and you can reduce this, suppose like to 10. Then when you run this, you see that, you can see that the output has changed, right? So that is the only thing, right? So now if we use the gets function, right, instead of this, then that means that user has to enter something from the keyboard. Now in case let's say that, okay, we comment this, okay, and then we use the gets function, and here, okay, we write emp dot emp name. Okay, so we just write like that, gets emp name. Here also we have to use the structure variable. So now we run this. Now you see that the screen is waiting for a prompt from the user to enter something, right? So in that case, if we write, suppose like, okay, now I'll just use a different surname, okay, just so that you know the difference. Okay, instead of John Smith, suppose like John okay, John Turner. All right, so now you see that the employee name has changed from John Smith to John Turner. All right, so here is the John Smith, but Smith does not come out. All right, so if we use the gets function, that means it is waiting for the user to enter from the keyboard. All right, so since in this particular program we cannot use the gets function, we have to use the string copy function. All right, so that is the main difference of how we have to use the gets or the string copy function. So here now if we enter this, you see that John Smith comes out. All right, so both gets and string copy function are part of the string function. Okay, so that's why we have to use this string.h header file, right? So students, what you do is that you type out this program, okay, try to understand this program, and then type out this program, make some changes in the program, and see the different outputs that you get, right?